Now, you may remember last month we launched a competition in association with Lidl to find the best home-cooked recipe with our very own Paul Flynn. And Paul is with us now. And the winner of the competition, Rosie Cribben. Very welcome, Rosie, to the show. Where are you from?
I'm from Donegal in Ishoon, so the most northerly point.
And in your own home, do you do all the cooking there?
I do a lot of cooking. My family we all enjoy it. So my mum, my sisters, so everybody, we have dinner parties and have each other around.
And before you entered this competition, did you sit down, okay, these are all my recipes and this is my favourite one? Did you have a plan?
My husband sort of picked it because it's one of his favourites, so he said you should send that in, so I decided we'll go with that.
And what exactly is it?
It's a lovely chicken chasseur, so it's basically a one-pot wonder, tomato-based, hearty and healthy, I suppose.
My favourite type of cooking. And one thing I can tell you about Rosie is that she's a natural cook. She understands cooking. She used to work in this great place as a waitress, I believe. Is that right? Called Harry's in the Inishowen Peninsula. A beautiful place altogether. And I suppose that you learned a lot there, did you?
The experience was fantastic there. So, you know, a lot of good food, locally produced. So it was, I have to say, absolutely gorgeous.
Brilliant. Paul, there was a load of entries for this. What stood out really?
Well, I think the effort that she put into it, there was actually, I was telling Rosie earlier on, there was a mighty amount of chicken entries, you know, which kind of, I'd say out of 120 to 130 applicants and recipes that we got, I would say 65 to 70 were chicken, which is kind of amazing to me.
It says a lot about us as a nation, though, Paul.
It does, and there was a tiny bit of me that was disappointed because, I mean, Lidl do lovely duck and they do lovely pork and lovely, you know, lovely beef, fantastic beef, but yet this one stood out because it was absolutely up my street. And it's got chicken. What we're doing now is just we're sautéing some chicken in some butter with dahi. You know, you can't go wrong with
Paul
a bit of butter.
Paul and I are very big fans of butter, Rosie, as you well know. And so we're getting the chicken started first. So basically, everything is going to end up inside in this pot.
Exactly.
But it has to come through a kind of a semi-final process here first before it goes in here.
That's exactly it. And actually, can I just make a quick? I'd like to say a quick hello to Mary, who was in the tannery at the weekend. She follows the show every single day, ever since the whole run started.
Well, hello to Mary.
Just want to say thank you for coming in, Mary, and brilliant to see you.
And I believe people are after taking half days off in Donegal, Rosie, are they?
Yeah, everybody in Donegal is excited about me being on, so hello to everybody in Donegal.
Because you're from where Brian McDermott, our no salt chef, is.
Yeah, I know Brian well, yes.
Do you know him well? And and have you brought a small bit of salt with you today?
I did, I hid it over there.
Okay, Brian, Brian, change channel now, please.
I've got the salt covered, we're grand.
So what else is happening here now?
So we've got some lovely shallots go in. We're going to brine them, caramelise them, add them again to that, to the pot here. Then we have some tomato purees, tomatoes, some white wine, and chicken stock, and the main ingredient, tarragon at the end.
There's tarragon at the end, but you won't put it, you leave that until the end.
Exactly.
Well, do you know what, Rosie? I've never seen Paul Flynn work as hard in my life.
Really? So I'm a good influence then.
Actually, I do. I have something for you. Yeah, look here. You know Paul Galvin, yeah? That's his phone number.
Oh, yeah.
The ultimate curryman. Just get a bit of advice from him.
Okay, no problem at all. It says the fella with a pair of mulberry pants on, by the way. Paul, we come out here a second. We need to show this. Rosie, you can work away there.
I will, yeah.
Paul thought these were red pants, right? They're actually mulberry. No, get back into the kitchen.
I'm stylish, I told you.
Sorry, Rosie. This is the carry-on now inside every good inside every kitchen.
He gave me some slack on that fella, I swear to God, earlier on. Paul Galvin, he'll guide you in the right way.
Should I know? So
the modern man.
What's Kerry Club? We take care of each other, you know.
Okay, so what we're going to do, maybe a bit more butter in there, Rosie, I'd say, because Rosie is firmly on my side. And you see
that's coming along really nice. Yeah, I like the colour of that.
And what we're going to do as well, Rosie has served this with mashed potatoes, and that really caught my eye because, I mean, mustard mash, she put some Dijon mustard into the mash, and it's proper comfort food. It's really, really gorgeous. So I'm just going to put some mustard into the mash.
It was a great
warm that through.
Paul, so many people entered and everything.
There was a lot of people entered. And, you know, just the level of preparation that people put into it. You know, there was photos of the recipes. There was really, you know, they really got into it, and I really appreciate that. So Rosie's actually coming down to the tannery for a weekend with her new baby.
Donegal.
Well, he's 5 months. Donegal is 5 months old.
Yeah.
And Owen, her husband.
And Donegal sleeps all night long, I'm told. So no horror stories. We're delighted to hear that.
It's the best baby.
Okay, I'd say we'll go in there now.
I had him earlier on there. I gave him his bottle there earlier on, Rosie.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Sorry, you'll be getting a bit of practice anyway. You'll be doing it yourself soon, won't you?
Yeah, next month with the help of God. No, so there's a nice bit of, so it all goes into the pot at the end, yeah.
Then followed by the stock.
Followed by the stock, yeah.
Just give it a little
And this recipe will be available from tomorrow in all the Lidl stores in the leaflet, so it's brilliant.
And Rosie will be in there as well. Paul, is that true?
She will,
Yes.
indeed.
So anybody who shops at Lidl,
She's pushed me out for a week.
all the recipes will be there.
Yeah. Okay, Rosie.
And why did you put in the why tomato puree there?
Just gives it a good flavour, but the colour as well. So Chasseur should be a deep red. So the tomato puree will do that, give it the colour and a bit of flavour. And then we're going to add some tomatoes as well, peeled.
And can you use
and
10
chopped.
tomatoes or ones that fresh tomatoes? Which you prefer?
Fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomatoes
yeah.
all along. That's
All
great.
along, yeah.
And so
Gives it that nice.
you won't. Will
deeper.
you cook the chicken all the way through there, Rosie? Will you?
So you'll leave it on for about 30 minutes then, 30 to 40 minutes, just you know yourself until the chicken's ready, depending on the size of the chicken as well. So yeah, normally 30
Because
minutes.
it'll finish up inside in the oven.
And then just towards the end we're going to add in some fresh herbs, the tarragon and the parsley, which
And
are
would you keep the tomatoes until the end as well?
the
or does it
tomatoes. You can add it in straight off, actually,
Straight
let
off.
them cook and let the flavours come
But
together.
the main thing at this point is supposed to get the chicken fairly well done.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'll put that in the oven.
That's really
Yeah,
nice.
so
So
this is good.
this all goes into the oven. How long does it go in for, Rosie?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
yeah.
And be ready to rock and roll. And it'll come out like we see this one here. I'll turn off the
Yeah.
gas because God knows what will happen. So it'll be nice and creamy there.
Creamy and rich.
you can really see, Paul, how the mash is going to go with
Yeah.
it.
Because this is not too rich. I know there's a bit of butter in there, but I mean, it's really going to come together with the mash.
But full fat butter is good for you as well, Paul.
It
I
is,
think.
I swear to God.
I think.
It helps you fit into your red pants.
Paul, they're mulberry.
That's
they're
right.
mulberry pants.
Mulberry.
I'll have to get Brendan Courtney and Paul Galvin back for you.
Okay,
No, sir.
thank you.
Yes, Maura, would you like to come over here, love? Nam nams, come on, yes. Tasha nom big, avoid it.
Okay, so I have some mash.
Between Paul Flynn now and his mulberry pants, and Maura Duran and her bubblegum tights. Rosie,
We're sort of
you look great. I feel very ordinary today now. What with the...
There's a lot of giggly goating going on around
Yes.
you today, though.
That looks really nice, Maura.
This is, Rosie, I have to say,
I have to
this
say,
is...
Rosie, chicken chasseur is one of my favourite dishes. I think it's a real,
Okay.
as Paul would say, kind of wholesome comfort
Hearty.
dish. Yeah.
And the mash really goes nice with it as well.
Yeah, it
Rosie,
gives
did you
it that.
kind of add to this recipe yourself?
Yeah, my mum's always made chasseur and my sister makes it as well, and then I sort of take their recipes and made it
Tweak
my own
it.
as
Make it
well.
your own.
Tweak it,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Isn't
Yeah.
that what it's all about, Paul? Putting your
Yeah.
own kind of special spin on something.
It is now. That's a classic.
And you know what would be nice with it? So
Rosie.
you could fry the mash and butter on each side as well.
I
if
wouldn't
you
do
really
that.
wanted to go for, but anyway,
No.
that's only mine.
I don't
Of course,
feel-
all of Paul's recipes, including Rosie's one here, can be found on Lidl.ie. Rosie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done,
Tastes
and well done to
lovely.
Paul
Thank
as well.
you.
Enjoy your
Thank you,
stay
Paul.
down
Rosie,
in the
thank you.
tannery.
Yeah, great, Rosie. I'm
Thank
sure we'll
you.
see you on cookery shows in the future.
That's really, really
Is
nice.
it really good?
It's gorgeous.